Hi everybody, I'm Sue Ellen Clayton. Welcome to my channel where we'll be learning the tarot cards one card at a time. Today's card is number 15 in the Major Arcana, which is the Devil. I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and you'll find the link below the video. I've also linked to the many books I've used for my research. In this video, we'll discuss what the Devil means when it appears in a reading, the symbolism of the Devil card, the meaning of the Devil card when it is upright and reversed, including some examples from my life, and at the end, I'll provide you with some questions to help you better connect with the Devil card. So let's get started. After studying the lovely Temperance card, we've reached another iconic card that few people want to see in a reading, the Devil. This card is actually not as scary as it initially appears, and some people even welcome it during a reading. You'll learn why during this video. In this card, we see a scary-looking figure with gray horns and gray bat wings. He is half man and half goat. He has hairy legs. Above his head is a downward-facing pentagram. The background is pitch black. In front of him are a male and female figure who we recognize as Adam and Eve from the Lovers card. They are loosely chained to a black cube. The Devil has talons for feet, which are resting just above where the chains are secured. His right hand is being held upward. His left hand holds a torch that is facing downward. The Devil card features a reappearance of Adam and Eve from the Lovers card. Both the male and female figures are naked. They both have red hair and horns. The female's tail is made of grapes, and the male's tail is made of flames. The Devil card represents temptations, obsessions, compulsions, and addictions. This includes lust, envy, greed, sexual indulgences, and other things that make you feel trapped. Basically, you are giving your power away to attitudes and behaviors that are destroying you. When the Devil card appears, it is a message to gain control of your troublesome behaviors and free yourself from this dark place. This card is not about shaming you. It is an invitation to seek help. So let's talk about some of the symbols in the Devil card. The Devil is half man and half goat. He is based on the image of Baphomet from more than 1,000 years ago. Baphomet originally symbolized the equilibrium of opposites, such as half human and half animal, male and female, good and evil, etc. However, he is now linked with the occult and there is no balance. He is now considered to be pure evil. The Devil also looks like the Greek god Pan, who is the Greek god of mischief. He was the god of shepherds and hunters and the wild areas of forests and meadows. Although people couldn't see Pan, just the knowledge of his existence scared them. Pan is shown as a man with horns, a thick beard, a snub nose, and the legs and tail of a goat. Regardless of the origin, the Devil figure is scary looking. His gray horns symbolize that the Devil is uncivilized. The wings are from a vampire bat. Bats suck the blood out of their prey. This symbolizes that you weaken your life force when you give in to your desires. Gray is not used much in tarot. However, we see this color in both the Devil's horns and his wings. Gray signifies gloom, depression, stormy weather, and unhappiness. Above the Devil's head is a downward-facing pentagram. Seen facing upward, a pentagram shows the human body with the head, arms, and legs. Among other things, pentagrams offer protection from evil spirits. When the pentagram is facing downward, it shows that all positive energies have been destroyed. It is also a position where the open legs are facing upwards, which symbolizes that sexual energy is more important than the logical and spiritual energy that are dominant when the head is on top of the body. The background is pitch black. We are possibly in a cave. Black symbolizes negativity, sadness, depression, and emptiness. In front of the Devil are a male and female figure that are loosely chained to a black rectangle. These are the same figures we saw in the Lovers. They are still naked, but they are now growing small horns and also have tails. This symbolizes they are becoming more like the Devil as they remain in his presence. Both have orange hair, which symbolizes impulsivity. The chains are very important. If you look closely, you can see that the couple could get free if they chose to, as the chains are placed loosely around their necks. This represents bondage that is self-imposed. The devil has talons for feet, which are resting just above where the chains are secured. To me, this represents that the devil acts like a bird of prey and is literally preying on his two victims. The devil's right hand is being held upward. Unlike the Hierophant, whose fingers are closed in a religious gesture, you can see all of the fingers in his right hand. This position mocks faith in spirit. According to Pam Roberts, in her excellent book Understanding Tarot, this is where the Vulcan salute came from in Star Trek. On the palm of his right hand, we see a cross. Basically, this represents a trick that draws people in, thinking that they are worshiping a creature of faith. His left hand holds a torch that is facing downward. Rather than illuminating the world by holding it upward, the devil's goal is to keep everyone in the dark. The female's tail is made of grapes, which represent the forbidden fruit. She has given in to greed and the enjoyment of pleasure and luxury. The male's tail is made of flames, which represent desire and sexuality. Note that the male's tail is being lit by the devil's torch. This shows that they have given in to temptation. When the devil appears upright in a reading, it symbolizes sexuality and physical attraction. It signifies choosing activities that provide intense pleasure, that you have elected to pursue the material instead of the spiritual. It can represent being in a toxic environment, feeling restricted or trapped, or being caught in a prison of your own making. The devil card may also represent that you are refusing to leave a bad situation, that obsessions are ruining your life, or you are indulging in unhealthy behaviors. The devil card can also signify that you are making excuses, that you are in the process of breaking free from religious dogma, or that someone who has a lot of charisma doesn't have your best interests at heart and are actually manipulating you. So an example from my life, don't judge me, but one of my guilty pleasures is watching hoarders on TV. In this TV show, we see people who are living in homes that are overflowing with possessions and other things, including disgusting things like feces and other body fluids. To me, this is a perfect example of the devil card. These people are trapped by shopping too much or not throwing things out and create a literal prison of their own making. I know that it's a mental illness, but it still baffles me why they don't do things like throw out empty boxes and free themselves. When the devil reversed appears in a reading, it indicates that you've gone too far seeking pleasure, that you need to recognize that you have free choice. It is time for you to regain control or personal power. You need to be released from bondage. It is time to overcome a difficult situation, perhaps by resigning from your job or leaving a toxic relationship. It is time to break free from a self-imposed prison. And it can also signify religious fanaticism. So here's an example from my life of the devil reversed. About 10 years ago, I volunteered for a position at my local quilt guild. I can't remember what the position was, but the result was that I was elected secretary without my permission. It ended up being a terrible situation, and I was trapped in a 2-year term. Honestly, I should have just said, no, I don't want to do that, and released myself from the bondage of that board position. But I didn't do that. If I'd been into tarot at the time and gotten the devil card, I would have recognized that it was time to reclaim my personal power and resign. I am still angry about this, but the truth is that I was not powerless in this situation and should have thrown off the chains of that unwanted board position and freed myself. So here are some questions to ask yourself to help you connect with the devil card. Number 1, what unhealthy behaviors are you indulging in? Number 2, what beliefs have been holding you back? Number 3, what self-imposed prison are you ready to break free from? Number 4, is there someone that you are trying to exert undue influence over? And number 5, is there someone or something you've been worshiping that doesn't have your best interest at heart? I'd love for you to post your answers in the comments under this video. And please join me in the next video for card number 16, the Tower.